Hey, so we're thinking here about subtracting fractions, and the good news is that it's really similar to adding fractions. Sort of the same basics apply, if you will. So, when you subtract a fraction, say you have something like you got 7/8, and you want to take away, I don't know, 1/2. Okay. So we have this scenario, right? Well, what we know is that if we just tried to take away 1/2 of 7/8, um, we need to make sure that our pieces, right, are chopped up such that it becomes really easy to take that amount of pieces away. So we need to do the old find a common denominator. Just like when we're adding, you want to make sure you find a common denominator, and you can use Diva to help you, right? So if I count by twos and I count by eights, the first number that they share is going to be 8. So 8 will become our common denominator. And obviously, 8 times 1 is 8. And so this fraction stays the same, right? You do the same to the top. So over here, we can say, well, 2 times what gets me 8? And we know that it's 4. So we multiply both the top and the bottom by 4, right? It's legal to multiply it by 4 so long as whatever you do to the bottom, you do that to the top. So we end up with 4/8. So now that our pieces are the same size, right? We're talking about the same pie, the same whatever we're talking about. We can now take um, the right amount of pieces away, right? So instead of just saying, I'm going to take away 1/2, right? Well, you need to know how many pieces exactly that is so that you can take that amount away. So now we have 7 minus 4. We subtract the numerators to get us 3. Our denominator stays the same because the total amount of pieces is not changing. So we know that 7/8 minus 1/2 gets us 3/8. So the basics, right, of subtracting fractions is that you want to do the same steps essentially as you do for adding in terms of checking out the fraction, finding a common denominator, and then you can just go ahead and as so long as the numerator on the left side, right, we read a math problem like we read a book in English as we go from left to right. So long as 7 minus 4 lands you as a with a whole number in positive land, right? As long as we don't end up with any negatives, then you know you're good to go and you can just move straight across. You want to, of course, look in the end, ask yourself, can I simplify? And if you can, make sure to do that. Otherwise, that process is very similar to adding, which is awesome.